All right, so digital art. Digital art would have come on the scene. Well, we spoke about Microsoft Paint a little bit before, but then it really started to kind of take roots when Photoshop essentially started to take over in the early 2000s, thereabout, and people started to use the term, that is photoshopped. That is photoshopped. Photoshop, right? So in terms of your digital art journey, not just creating art, but being an illustrator and finding jobs and working for different people or whatnot, what sort of tools do you think revolutionize art in the art arena when digitization came in and those tools kind of married so well that you saw the opportunity to be like, I could do this and I could live here?
Okay. Well, I'll start with the graphic design tools that I use and how it actually started leaning more into illustration. Yeah. So we all know about the Adobe tools. You just mentioned Photoshop. So one of the tools that I use for my illustrative work is Adobe Illustrator, which is part of the Adobe product package, the suite. So I had a class called Digital Art in Custard, and we would use something called the pen tool within the illustration program, Illustrator. And I kind of liked it, but I felt like I wasn't properly doing too good in it. So I kind of started learning my own thing on YouTube.
So when you say the pen tool, that means like you had a drawing tablet?
Or... No, the pen tool, you could use it on your computer.
Oh, with a mouse?
With a mouse, yeah.
Oh, okay, right. I get you.
But crazily enough, I didn't have a mouse at the time, so I was using my mouse pad for my laptop. It makes it so much harder.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was really hard, but what I told myself is if I could do it with my mouse pad, I could do it with a mouse, and then it would be so much easier to just do it with the iPad. So it was only 2 years ago I actually purchased my own iPad, mind you. So all this time from, let me say, 2018.
What laptop you using before?
For my entire school. It was an HP laptop, like those old HP laptops. I could just run Microsoft, and that's basically it. You can't properly run the Adobe
with Windows
products.
7 or Windows 10 or
it was Windows 7.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You are OG. Yeah. You've
been there. And every time I had like one of those 3D programs, because at that point I was also learning 3D at Autodesk Maya. And every time I would try to render something, I would get blue screen and then it would crash. It was a tough
8
time.
gigs of RAM? How much RAM was having it? Like you try to render something 3D on 8 gigs of RAM.
16 gigs.
16 gig HP laptop? Yeah, it wasn't that bad with Windows 7?
It wasn't that bad. But I had a lot of Adobe products installed on it, trying to run it at the same time. So
that was wild.
I was putting it through a lot.
Yeah, pretty true. And the fan was sounding like a 747 trying to take off.
Exactly. Exactly, and it was just shut down. But it still took me through my 6 years of custard, believe it or not. A HP Windows 7 laptop.
And when did you get a mouse? Year 2? Year 3?
I got a mouse when I got my own setup. Literally. When I got my own PC setup is when I got a mouse.
So you're using a PC now?
Yeah, I'm using my
custom built PC or
custom built PC.
Oh, all right. Let me talk specs. Come. Tell, let us know. We glad to
hear. What is the graphics card? It's 16 something. It's a really old graphics card. I think it's 1650.
NVIDIA. Yeah, 1650. That's what I have in my that's what I have in my computer right now. Yeah, that's not bad.
NVIDIA. I have to buy more storage, so I don't have like much storage. But to call the specs right now, I can't recall everything. But I can recall the graphics card.
I didn't expect it to be like super geeky, but you have a custom built tower that you're using, and that's good enough for us. What kind of monitor? 22-inch monitor?
24.
24-inch monitor. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
24-inch.
But you're not a gamer, so you probably wouldn't
I am a gamer, actually.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, let me guess.
I'm not like a big gamer.
Genshin.
I used to play Genshin long ago, like when I now came out. But No, it's just like Fortnite. And what's the other game I haven't played in a while? I used to play Call of Duty, but again, that was like way back.
Right.
And that's it. I don't really have time to be as in the game world as I want to be.
Oh, we understand. We understand.
Yeah, like 50 games in your Steam library that's waiting to play.
I have like 10. My Steam library, it needs more. It needs more.
I have about 5 waiting to play, but
I bought BO6 and it's still there in the library. Like it's still there. I haven't even played it yet.
All right. So when it comes to digital art, right? So like go back to the art a little bit, right? So you say you started to fall in love with Illustrator. Well, not fall in love, but you started to use Illustrator more because you basically realized, if I'm inferring properly, that is where you would have to make money in life by doing illustration, because the art would not have been, not appreciated, but the art not going to sell, right?
Yeah.
So your illustration would get you some job opportunities. As you said at the start, stack skills. You stack those skills and then you use that. While you were in Custard, you were learning all these different things. And the illustration one was the one like, okay, this could be my bread and butter, and everything else that I'm learning, I could keep it there. And if I do get a chance, like you probably have the chance right now, I could turn it into something. Am I inferring correctly?
Correct, yes.
All right. So what's the best flyer you ever make?
Best flyer, you making me go back in the archives. Best flyer, that's a really big question, like over the span of like more than 7 years.
Yeah, like the one where you made and you was like, this flyer here, this will, everybody come into this event, or everybody go and do this thing. It may not have worked out, but you just felt so proud of that work.
I mean, I remember the recent flyer because that brought a lot of leads. Because that's part of what I think about when I'm creating flyers now. Like, how much leads could this bring? Because I also work in marketing units.
Right.
So it was a recent fitness burnout that Maritime had in Brentwood. That was, I believe, 2 years back. And we actually got a lot of people to show up for the fitness burnout.
So when you... Go ahead, Akin.
Yeah. Now, I mean, like in terms of flyers, some, like it have a wide range of flyers, it's how some people has how a whole lot of information, and there's how people has be kind of minimalist in terms of layout and information. What type of design you just go with?
Oh, okay. Well, what I am very strong in, and I would say a flyer is not enough to, again, like reach an audience. My strong point is brand identity work. So like revamping brands, bringing brands to life that what did not exist before or already exists, and you're just trying to like bring it back to life. Those are the type of work that I do in the corporate world. With the illustration work now, I take a lot of like clients, freelance clients. I do a lot of like children's books. I do like characters, like these illustrate characters. And I basically merge the two sometimes. So I would illustrate work for clients, and then when it comes to like marketing themselves, I also help with that with the graphic design work. So I merge the two skills together.
Okay.
That's pretty cool though. That's pretty cool. Like children's books always fascinate me because I remember Boyo and Carla and I'd be like, who drew this?
Funny enough, I was interested in like who drew Boy and Carla like when I was in standard 1.
But you
2.
were interested because you wanted to make it better. I was interested because I was like, why do they look like that? That was my problem. I was questioning the
it still have Boy and Carla books to this day.
It does have still?
Yep.
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
Like new editions or same editions?
I think, new editions, because I don't think, like back in my day, it was Boyo is a boy, Carla is a girl.
Oh.
I don't think it's that basic now, but...
It probably maybe, but it depends on the level. So, yeah, what I want to do. So after illustration, you would have had to like start to work on your art, like not the abstract art yet, but you would have used digital tools to start to work on your art. What digital tools you use besides Adobe Illustrator to start to work on the digital art aspect of things?
So Illustrator was one of the first tools, but now I'm currently using Procreate. So Procreate is an app that you could use on your iPad.
Me acting like I know Procreate. I'm currently Googling it, but go ahead, yeah. Keep talking.
Procreate is a one-time payment app. So you pay for it once and you own it for the rest of your life, basically. It's not like subscription-based like the Adobe products, which I really like about Procreate. So once you pay for it, you get to use it for the rest of your life, basically,
Kinda
until
like,
it needs an update.
Final Cut.
Yeah. So I use Procreate.
$12.99 US. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's actually not bad for a one-time purchase.
Yeah.
For sure. And you have a lot of more features compared to Illustrator.
Does it have like paid for upgrades? What's the word by when you have to pay for things in our purchases? In-app purchases,
no, I've never had any in-app purchases.
So you get the whole thing one time on all of the features.
Yeah, all the features.
And are there updates that they would update and add new features just for the fun of it?
Yeah, they would have updates, and then also you could buy like brushes and texture packs and all that to add to your library. All right.
Well then, yeah. In our purchases, kind of like that to enhance the ability to do different things. Because I know it's like $13 US one-time fee. Boy, it must have something inside there that they could make on.
You could do a lot with the free tools you get in the app, though.
Yeah, I understand. That's cool. That's cool. So Procreate is where you do your digital art. Now, when you're doing digital art, is there a different type of inspiration that you need to have from physical, when I say physical art, you know what I mean by painting and thing, right? Is there a different type of inspiration that you need to have because you have the ability to press the undo button?
For sure. Yeah, it's not like, and again, it's not like you could press Control-C or like undo when you're doing this traditional.
Yeah.
So with the digital, I would say you could experiment more. You could do so much more. And again, the undo is so easy. So if you don't like or something else, you could easily change it. But again, like I get most of my inspiration from when I talk to the clients. So when I talk to the clients, I would find out like, okay, what it is exactly you are trying to portray. What are you trying to bring out from this story? For example, if I'm doing a kid's book, what are you trying to get the child to feel or see when they look at this character in your book? And then that would then give me an idea of how to go about creating. So I pull from the client's mind, and then I would add my own input, and then that's how it comes to life, basically.
All right, and this is on an iPad or iPad Pro?
This is the iPad Pro.
The 12-inch one, the big one with the pencil that has the touch sensitivity and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I know most digital artists, they would use the iPad Pro because the normal iPad doesn't have the pressure sensitivity or some kind of thing like that for when you're pressing and those sort of things. And you say you now get this iPad 2 years ago?
2 years ago, yep.
So how your digital art was done before that?
Terrible. It wasn't as good as it is now because the tools in Illustrator was good, but again, Procreate just widens your ability to do so much. So I would say it was okay, but as a tool, I would always say Procreate.
Okay, all right. And well, one thing that ran through my mind just now with respect to publishing digital art, right? We would have come through the era of NFTs, and NFTs basically crash and burn. And were you ever thinking about how to publish a digital art and monetize it, or was it just client-based stuff? NFTs ever cross your mind? Creating like an online library, people could purchase the digital art, all those different things, because those are things that artists have to think about. But it's so easy to copy digital creations that you just kind of have to think, I really can't make any money from this, or I can't differentiate myself or something like that. So what are your thoughts when it comes to your digital art and marketing, selling, that kind of thing, and the ills of that sort of industry?
So what you said is correct. The reproduction of digital art is so much easier, especially with AI art. And during that time, when I was actually starting to push my illustration with more, we had Midjourney. I know you guys would know about Midjourney.
Yeah. I know
when
Midjourney,
it now came on the scene. Yeah. So when Midjourney now came on the scene was when I was now starting my digital art. And
you
I
had
was
to use
so
Discord
scared.
to get Midjourney.
Yes,
you have to log in with Discord. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah.
Creation through Discord. So yes, and I was so scared because I was seeing how scary AI art was becoming. So I said, you know what, I'm not gonna put my art online, my digital art, because I don't want to feed AI or it being used by somebody else online. So I wasn't posting any of my work. So for 2 years straight, it was strictly client based and it was printed work. So it wasn't like anywhere online.
Okay.
And the clients, this is also something, if there's artists listening on to the podcast as well, being an artist is not enough and talent is not enough. There's this book called Talent is Not Enough, which is a really amazing read for artists. But art alone and putting it online is not enough. You also have to market yourself. And one of the places that really helped me market myself a lot is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a place that you won't really find a lot of creative or artistic people, but it has helped me a lot with finding clients online.
Okay. That's interesting. So you ever thought about having an NFT when it was cool?
When I was, funnily enough, when I first posted my first illustration work, somebody did reach out to me about NFTs and they was asking me if they could buy my work to be used as an NFT. And I was like, what is even an NFT? and I started Googling it, and I didn't really like the idea, to be honest, because of how a lot of people was taking advantage of artists in the artist world. And I wasn't really for that. So I wasn't really a big fan of NFTs.
Okay. So you would never sell the digital art, you would print it and it would be for clients only because it still had to come to a physical, tangible form.
Or commission work, I'm not against it being online anymore. I'm for it now, but at that point I was against it. But now I'm more lenient and more open to it. I'm more open to it being online and digital.
All right, I get you. Now, your Instagram page is it has a lot of stuff on the Instagram page, but I don't see
digital.
Yeah, it's not like you have only digital art because you're afraid to get script.
No, I have it on Creative Fusion Art Studio, my page on Facebook. That is where you could find the digital artwork.
Oh, okay. But so the one that the Instagram link that you sent me, that was your personal.
That was just my abstract artwork.
Oh,
so that's strictly abstract art, and then I have my business page where I post my digital art.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you still afraid that it will get scraped by the web crawlers?
No, because look at where we are right now in the world. I said art already, but that's basically pretty where we reach.
Well, I'm basically priming you for the next section, so
yeah,
you're not worried about it being scraped because
I'm not worried about it anymore.
The horse has left the stable, and now we have to deal with the horse that is running. Yeah. That is it. All right, y'all. Let me take a break and we come back with more. We're going to talk about AI art, and Angeline might get a little spicy with all this, so just be prepared. We don't curse on this podcast, just warning you in advance, Angeline, okay?
Okay.
Nah, just playing with you.